Biden seeks to protect 900,000 migrants from Trump crackdown. President Joe Biden's administration extended temporary protected status for 600,000 Venezuelans and more than 200,000 Salvadorans in the U.S. just 10 days before Donald Trump takes office, vowing a crackdown on immigration. The extension enables the migrants to remain 18 more months, the Department of Homeland Security said Friday, citing the inhumane government of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, who was sworn in the same day for his third six-year term. DH also issued protections for about 100,000 people from Ukraine and 1,900 from Sudan. The decision to extend TPS, which shields migrants from deportation and allows them to work legally in the U.S., fulfills a Biden pledge to safeguard people who he and others view as among the most vulnerable. The move also preempts any efforts by the incoming Trump administration to manage and potentially end protections for some of those same groups. President Trump will enlist every federal power and coordinate with state authorities to institute the largest deportation operation of illegal criminals, drug dealers, and human traffickers in American history, while simultaneously lowering costs for families and strengthening our workforce. Caroline Leavitt, a spokeswoman for the Trump transition, said by email, "He will deliver." TPS has become a target of Republicans who have argued that it has been granted too liberally to too many foreigners and acts as a draw to migrants to come to the U.S. illegally. The program has been expanded aggressively under Biden. Border crossings. In the last several years, Venezuelans have ranked among the largest groups of migrants crossing the U.S.-Mexico border without authorization to ask for asylum. The TPS program for the South American country initially enjoyed broad support. About 1 million people from 17 countries are living in the U.S. under TPS. Trump has repeatedly said he would revoke TPS protections and tried to end the program for multiple countries during his first administration. Speaking in October about Haitians living in Ohio, he told News Nation, "Absolutely, I'd revoke it, and I'd bring them back to their country." Haitian migrants became a flashpoint and targets of disinformation during the election after Trump and others made baseless allegations that immigrants were eating pets. Protections for Haitian migrants are set to expire in February 2026. TPS was established under President George H.W. Bush as part of the Immigration Act of 1990. It is intended to provide foreigners already in the U.S. with protections from deportation amid political strife, natural disasters, or armed conflict in their home countries. Salvadoran extensions. But for some nations, including El Salvador, the protections have been extended for decades under multiple administrations. El Salvador was first included in the program in early 2001 after a series of earthquakes. More than 230,000 Salvadorans are protected under the program. DH has said the latest renewal was justified because of continued conditions from environmental disasters that resulted in a substantial, but temporary, disruption of living conditions in the affected areas of El Salvador. It cited significant storms and heavy rainfall in 2023 and 2024. Protections for Venezuelans are being extended based on the humanitarian emergency the country continues to face due to political and economic crisis under the inhumane Maduro regime, DH has said. Maduro was sworn Friday amid international condemnation of a sham election and a brutal crackdown on dissent. The U.S. government is among many that have accused him of illegally taking power after losing the election.